One Roman emperor tried to make his horse a government official. A medieval court once put a pig on trial for murder. Two queens were cousins, and one signed the other's death warrant. And one royal marriage was so explosive it split an entire church. History wasn't boring. It was unhinged. Tonight, we're stepping into the madness. Slow music builds, and we start in Rome, where absolute power went completely off the rails. Born Gaius Julius Caesar Augustus Germanicus. Nickname, Caligula, meaning little boots, from the tiny military sandals he wore as a child around Roman legions. At first, Rome adored him. He freed political prisoners, ended harsh treason trials, held public games. Then 6 months in, he fell gravely ill. After recovering, everything changed. Ancient historians like Suetonius claim he declared himself a living god, ordered statues of himself placed in temples, dressed as Jupiter, forced senators to kiss his feet, and yes, the horse, his favorite horse, Incitatus. According to historical sources, Caligula built the horse a marble stable, gave it jeweled collars, allegedly planned to make it consul. Some modern historians argue this may have been satire, a way to mock the Senate. But satire or madness, Rome feared him. He bankrupted the treasury, held cruel spectacles, executed critics. In 41 AD, members of his own Praetorian Guard assassinated him. He ruled only 4 years. Absolute power, no accountability, total instability. But Rome's power wasn't just madness, it was discipline. And when Rome moved, the earth shook. Imagine 5,000 men marching in perfect synchronization. Metal armor clashing, boots striking earth in rhythm, bronze war horns, the cornu, echoing across valleys. The Roman legion wasn't chaos. It was mechanical precision. Each soldier carried 60 to 80 pounds of gear, trained relentlessly, lived under brutal discipline. Before battle, soldiers struck shields with swords. The sound was psychological warfare. Many enemies broke before contact. This wasn't noise. It was domination through sound. Rome conquered not just through violence, but intimidation. But centuries later, one man would try to conquer even more than Rome ever did. By age 20, he became king of Macedon. By age 30, he controlled Greece, Egypt, Persia, and parts of India. He never lost a major battle. He named more than 20 cities after himself, including Alexandria. He believed he was divinely destined. Some claimed he was the son of Zeus. He slept with a dagger under his pillow. But conquest is easier than succession. In 323 BC, he died suddenly in Babylon at 32. Cause? Unknown. Poison? Disease? Alcohol? He left no clear heir. His generals carved the empire apart. Within decades, it shattered. Brilliance, ambition, collapse. Power can unite an empire, or divide a family, and in England it did both. Cousins, both with claims to the English throne. Mary, Catholic, charismatic, Queen of Scotland. Elizabeth, Protestant, politically cautious, Queen of England. Mary fled to England seeking protection. Instead, Elizabeth imprisoned her for 19 years. Then came the Babington Plot, a Catholic conspiracy to assassinate Elizabeth and place Mary on the throne. Mary's letters were intercepted. Elizabeth hesitated. Executing a queen set a dangerous precedent. But in 1587, she signed the warrant. Mary was beheaded. Royal blood, family betrayal, religious war beneath it all. But sometimes rulers didn't need enemies. They destroyed themselves. Take Charles VI of France. He believed he was made of glass. He feared he would shatter if touched. He sometimes forgot he was king. France descended into chaos. Then Henry VI of England, gentle, pious, but politically weak. His reign triggered the Wars of the Roses. Civil War. Noble factions tearing England apart. Weakness can be just as destructive as cruelty. And when rulers were unstable, laws became even stranger. Code of Hammurabi. If a builder builds a house and it collapses, killing the owner, the builder shall be put to death. Ancient Rome. Professional mourners banned from excessive wailing. In Sparta, newborns inspected for strength. Justice was harsh, public, and often brutal. But medieval Europe took justice to another level. In 1386, in Falaise, France, a pig was tried for killing a child. The animal was imprisoned, given legal representation, dressed in human clothing, and publicly executed. Why? Animals were considered moral agents. Justice had to be seen, even if it made no sense. Royal families weren't any calmer. He had 15 children, yet succession was unstable. Personal scandals, political tensions. American colonies declared independence during his reign, and later in life he suffered mental illness, madness, war, legacy. But one marriage would shake Europe even more. Married to Henry VIII, when she failed to produce a male heir. Henry sought annulment. The Pope refused. So Henry broke from Rome, created the Church of England, dissolved monasteries, seized church wealth. Religious transformation began with one marriage. One decision reshaped England forever. And finally, not every powerful figure wore the crown. Husband of Victoria, promoted science, organized the Great Exhibition of 1851, modernized Britain's image. When he died at 42, Victoria mourned publicly for decades. Power doesn't always shout. Sometimes it reforms quietly. History wasn't boring. It was unstable, violent, political, personal. It was unhinged. And we've only scratched the surface. Subscribe for more forgotten stories.